For centuries, our understanding of plants has largely portrayed them as passive organisms, rooted in place and reacting only to basic environmental cues like light and water. However, a new wave of scientific inquiry is fundamentally re-evaluating the plant kingdom. These groundbreaking studies suggest that plants may be far more attuned to their surroundings than we ever imagined. Emerging research is now exploring an astonishing possibility: plants' ability to detect and respond to human speech. This idea, once relegated to science fiction or anecdotal tales, is gaining traction within the scientific community. Scientists are conducting experiments that monitor plants for measurable electrical signals when exposed to human voices. The initial findings are compelling, indicating that plants do indeed exhibit distinct electrical responses to speech. This research is currently in its nascent stages, representing a frontier in plant biology. Yet it already opens entirely new avenues for understanding plant communication and their intricate relationship with their environment. Such discoveries could profoundly impact our perspective, fostering a more empathetic and mindful relationship with nature. Imagine a world where our words might genuinely influence the well-being of the plants around us. This research invites us to reconsider our place within the natural world and the subtle connections that bind all life. The experiments designed to investigate plant sensitivity to human speech involve exposing plants to various controlled stimuli. Human speech is a primary focus in these particular studies, delivered under carefully regulated conditions. Researchers meticulously monitor the plant's electrical activity throughout these exposures. To achieve this, tiny electrodes are delicately attached to the plant's leaves or stems. These electrodes are capable of measuring subtle changes in electrical potential within the plant tissues. This monitoring process is analogous to how neuroscientists measure human brain activity using electroencephalography or EEG. Preliminary results from these studies have yielded compelling and consistent findings. Plants consistently show distinct electrical responses when exposed to human speech. These responses are particularly noted when plants are exposed to positive or engaging language. Interestingly, these electrical responses differ significantly from those observed when plants are exposed to silence. They also show variations compared to exposure to negative or harsh speech. The responses manifest as measurable fluctuations in the plant's internal electrical signals. These fluctuations suggest a form of awareness or sensitivity to the auditory environment surrounding the plant. It implies that plants are not merely passive recipients of sound waves, but might be actively processing them. The specific patterns of these electrical changes are now a major focus of ongoing investigation. This groundbreaking work challenges the long-held assumption that plants lack the sensory apparatus to perceive complex auditory information. It opens up a fascinating dialogue about the definition of hearing and perception in the biological world. The implications for our understanding of plant intelligence are immense. While the observation of electrical responses to human speech is exciting, the underlying mechanisms for this phenomenon are largely unknown. Scientists are currently developing several hypotheses to explain how plants might achieve this remarkable feat. One leading hypothesis suggests that plants detect vibrations caused by sound waves. These vibrations, transmitted through the air, could then trigger internal plant processes. Much like how a spider senses vibrations in its web, plants might have specialized cells or structures sensitive to mechanical oscillations. These mechanical signals could then be converted into electrical impulses. Another hypothesis proposes that plants might sense subtle changes in air pressure caused by sound waves. Sound is, after all, a pressure wave. Plants are known to respond to various physical pressures, so this mechanism is plausible. Their cellular structures could be sensitive enough to register these minute pressure shifts. A third, more speculative hypothesis suggests that plants might sense changes in the air's chemical composition. Human speech involves exhaled breath, which contains various chemical compounds. While less direct, it's a possibility that warrants further investigation. Beyond the physical detection of sound, the emotional content of speech could play a significant role in the plant's response. Some studies hint that positive language might elicit a more favorable or robust electrical response from plants. This suggests a level of discernment beyond simple vibration detection. This area of research is complex, requiring interdisciplinary approaches combining plant physiology, acoustics, and electrophysiology. Unraveling these mechanisms will be key to fully understanding how plants interact with their auditory world. It's a puzzle that promises to reveal profound biological insights. These findings profoundly challenge the traditional view of plants as passive, unthinking organisms. They suggest a much more complex and interconnected relationship between plants and their environment, including human presence. This research could revolutionize agricultural practices in the future. Imagine a world where farmers could optimize plant growth and well-being by incorporating specific auditory stimuli. This optimization might involve playing certain frequencies or even positive human speech to crops. Such methods could lead to healthier plants and increased yields. For instance, understanding which types of speech or sounds elicit the most beneficial responses could inform new cultivation techniques. This could move beyond simple environmental controls to a more nuanced, interactive approach to plant care. It offers a novel pathway to sustainable agriculture. Beyond practical applications, this research could foster a greater appreciation for the natural world. Recognizing that plants might perceive and respond to our words could deepen our respect for all living things. It encourages a more mindful and considerate approach to human-plant interactions. This shift in perspective could have far-reaching cultural and ethical implications. If plants are indeed more sensitive and aware than previously thought, it might influence how we view their rights and our responsibilities towards them. It prompts a re-evaluation of our anthropocentric biases. Ultimately, these discoveries highlight the vast unknowns that still exist within the biological sciences. They remind us that even the most familiar organisms hold incredible secrets waiting to be uncovered. The potential for new insights into life itself is truly exciting. It is crucial to approach these fascinating findings with scientific caution and a healthy dose of skepticism. While intriguing, the research is still in its very early stages. The scientific community requires more rigorous and extensive studies to confirm these initial observations. Further investigation is absolutely required to understand the specific mechanisms at play. Pinpointing exactly how plants detect and process sound waves and how this translates into electrical signals is a major scientific challenge. We need to move beyond correlation to causation. Scientists also need to determine the full range of sounds that plants can detect and respond to. Is it only human speech, or do they react to music, natural sounds, or even ultrasonic frequencies? Understanding their auditory spectrum is vital. Moreover, the impact of these electrical responses on overall plant physiology requires detailed study. Do these electrical signals translate into changes in growth rate, nutrient uptake, or stress resilience? Connecting the electrical activity to tangible biological outcomes is the next critical step. The emerging evidence, despite its preliminary nature, offers a truly fascinating glimpse into the complex world of plant communication and perception. It suggests a hidden layer of interaction that we are only just beginning to uncover. This research promises to reshape our fundamental understanding of life on Earth. As students, you are at the forefront of a new era of discovery. The questions raised by this research are profound and offer fertile ground for future scientific exploration. The journey to fully comprehend the secret life of plants has only just begun.